Hey everybody, so the JPA meeting is in just a few hours, and I want to make sure that I make this statement. And I intended to do so earlier today, but I couldn't figure out what exactly I wanted to say, so I figured I'd just go with what I wrote. And this is what I wrote. I mean, you got the agenda here, and you know what it looks like if you've seen it already. Roll call to order. But at the bottom is something that really bothered me, and I knew it was coming earlier this year, okay? But it is possible future uses and functions of the Coliseum site. And I felt like that had to be questioned. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering where I am, no, I'm not upstairs. I late night in the kitchen, working on a bunch of different things. And I thought I'd come in here because the acoustics are better. So here I am for the first time. This is an office, another office upstairs. We got offices all over. Anyway, this talk that they're going to do at agenda item number 7, discussion, this comes smack in the middle of the exclusive negotiating agreement that the African American Sports Entertainment Group has with the Coliseum. See, AASEG was supposed to come up with a comprehensive design plan that has, and I'm not saying they haven't, that has offices, shops, stadiums, basically Coliseum city within a city. And they haven't publicly presented that. I've seen some thought pieces, if you will, right? But they haven't presented anything publicly. And so what's going on is that nature abhors a vacuum, and into that vacuum has come the Oakland roots. And so to the general public, it looks like the roots are carving out their section of the Coliseum. And hey, what's going on with AASEG? This is the first time in Coliseum history that we have had 2 exclusive negotiating agreements that are about to be active at the same time. So it's not really exclusive, but it's the product of the kind of over politicization that we're famous for. So when is enough, right? I'm sure that Oakland-Alameda County Coliseum Joint Powers Authority Executive Director Henry Garner didn't intend to have this look, but it's there, okay? And the truth about what's going on has been pushed into our face by the agenda itself. It doesn't call for an update on the progress of AASEG. It should. It calls for a discussion of possible futures for the site, which could include selling it, and that's a bad idea. I wrote here, that's a bad idea, and then I wrote this. The Oakland Coliseum has become the sad victim of Oakland's over-politicization of everything, all right? The mayor of Oakland and the Oakland City Council have proven they do not think about the question of how to improve this decrepit stadium out there or upgrade the arena. Everything has to be something like of a size of the Manhattan Project, which makes it so far out of reach that it never gets done, like Coliseum City, okay? But we have a punch list of hundreds of different items, baseboards that need to be replaced, upgrades of suites that have never happened since the East Side was built way back in 1996. All right? It has never been upgraded beyond that. Just that's it. It's ridiculous stuff. And they expect people to actually just stay there and stay put, right? I'm talking about sports organizations. That's not how life works. No business does that, regardless of what area they're in. Manufacturing, I don't care. They all want upgraded facilities. Jeez Louise, all right? The overall problem and I write it here, okay, is, for example, first of all, we need flood control measures to deal with the flood issue that's coming. Malibu golfing games where the Roots want to go, I guarantee you that's going to be a flood area on a par with Libya if we don't straighten out that situation down here, there. And you heard it here first, okay? That's ridiculous. Just let them go down there because they want it and they haven't done adequate drainage studies and they don't think there's a drainage problem. Okay. You think that, okay? All right. So there's no other way to put it that the Oakland Roots have more juice right now than the AASEG. It seems to. The reality, though, is that AASEG is actually working on a use plan with the Oakland Athletics. So AASEG and the Coliseum JPA need to have, an upgrade. But let me just get all this, okay? The Coliseum Joint Powers Authority needs to make a financial commitment to AASEG and stop fooling around. If you want it to happen, put some money into it. That's what happened in Chicago with the Howard Washington Library competition. They selected a winner, Thomas Beebe. He was the winner of $140 million, okay, from the city of Chicago, and created the library competition. Elizabeth Holland, the director of planning for Chicago at the time, this is like 1999 in there, but Elizabeth Hollander was the director of planning at the time. She gave the press conference to introduce the design and updates. You didn't have a politician front and center like we do in Oakland. They were in the background, enjoying the accolades from a job well done. That's the way government is supposed to work. See, in Oakland, we've forgotten that, all right? The discussion should be about AASEG out of respect to the AASEG ENA, and not some open discussion as if it doesn't exist. All right. See you later. Okay. All right.